Hello, everyone. Welcome to our discussion on Module 8. Today, we're going to delve into a topic that is fundamental not just to our academic lives, but to nearly every interaction we have, the power of persuasion. As the subtitle suggests, we'll be exploring how to master communication that truly influences and inspires others. This is a skill that can empower you in your studies, your future career, and even your personal relationships. So, why does persuasion matter so much? Let's think about it in practical terms. Have you ever tried to convince a friend to see a movie you love, or perhaps argued for a specific approach in a group project? In those moments, you were engaging in what we call persuasive communication. At its core, it's the act of influencing another person's beliefs, attitudes, or actions. In today's world, we are constantly swimming in a sea of persuasive messages. They come at us from advertisements, political speeches, social media, and even the academic articles we read for our classes. For you, as students of Isabela State University, developing strong persuasive skills is not just an academic exercise. It is essential for presenting your ideas effectively, advancing in your chosen fields, and critically navigating the vast amount of information you encounter every single day. The ideas we're discussing aren't new. In fact, their roots go back thousands of years to ancient Greece. This is the study of rhetoric, which is formally defined as the art of effective and persuasive communication. The great philosopher Aristotle defined it as the faculty of observing in any given case the available means of persuasion. He understood that mastering this art was crucial for anyone who wanted to participate meaningfully in public life. And while its origins are ancient, rhetoric is more relevant today than ever. It's a vital skill for anyone who needs to make a point, whether you're delivering a formal presentation or just having a simple conversation with a friend. The ideas we're discussing aren't new. In fact, their roots go back thousands of years to ancient Greece. This is the study of rhetoric, which is formally defined as the art of effective and persuasive communication. The great philosopher Aristotle defined it as the faculty of observing in any given case the available means of persuasion. He understood that mastering this art was crucial for anyone who wanted to participate meaningfully in public life. And while its origins are ancient, rhetoric is more relevant today than ever. It's a vital skill for anyone who needs to make a point, whether you're delivering a formal presentation or just having a simple conversation with a friend. At the heart of Aristotle's teachings on rhetoric are what we call the three pillars of persuasion. These are three distinct but complementary appeals that form the foundation of any persuasive message. They are ethos, which is the ethical appeal, focusing on the credibility and character of the speaker. Pathos, the emotional appeal, which is all about creating an emotional connection with your audience. And logos, the logical appeal, which relies on facts, evidence, and sound reasoning. According to Aristotle, if you can master these three appeals, you can master the art of persuasion. Let's look at the first pillar, ethos, more closely. Ethos refers to the credibility, authority, and character you project as a speaker or writer. Think of it this way: if your audience doesn't trust you, they won't trust your message, no matter how brilliant it is. That's why building ethos is often the first and most critical step in persuasion. So, how do we establish ethos? There are several ways. You can demonstrate your expertise by citing your qualifications or experience. You can enhance your credibility by citing reputable sources and data. You can show good character by being honest, respectful, and even acknowledging opposing views. And non-verbally, you can use confident posture and a calm tone to project authority. A classic example is a dentist appearing in a toothpaste ad. Their professional expertise and appearance immediately build credibility, making you more likely to trust their recommendation. Next, we have pathos, which is the appeal to emotion. This involves creating an emotional response in your audience to make your message more compelling. Emotions are incredibly powerful motivators. They can often move people to action in ways that pure logic cannot. However, a word of caution, using pathos comes with a responsibility to be ethical and not to manipulate your audience. To effectively use pathos, you can employ techniques like vivid language and compelling stories that help the audience visualize a situation. Personal anecdotes that create a sense of shared experience and empathy. Sensory details, such as powerful imagery or music, to evoke specific feelings like hope, fear, or pride. A powerful real-world example is a fundraising campaign for disaster relief. They often use images of the devastation and share survivor stories to appeal to our sense of sympathy and motivate us to donate. Our third pillar is logos, the appeal to logic and reason. This approach uses facts, data, evidence, and structured arguments to persuade an audience. Logos is particularly effective when you are addressing a skeptical or highly educated audience that values rational thought and evidence-based conclusions. To use logos effectively, you should present clear statistics and factual information from reliable sources. Use clear, logical reasoning and be careful to avoid logical fallacies. Provide well-structured arguments supported by evidence like case studies, historical data, or expert testimony. For instance, imagine a business student trying to convince their professor that a new marketing plan is viable. They would use market research data, sales figures, and a cost-benefit analysis to make their case. This reliance on logic makes the proposal far more convincing. Now that we understand the three appeals, we need to talk about the single most important rule in persuasion: know your audience. A message that works for one group may fail completely with another. Effective persuasion requires you to tailor your message through what we call audience analysis. This involves 3 steps. Analyze demographics, consider factors like age, cultural background, and profession to understand who your audience is. Understand psychographics, go deeper to understand their attitudes, values, beliefs, and motivations. What do they care about? What are their hopes or fears? Adapt your style. Based on this analysis, you can choose the right communication channel and adjust your tone and language to be more impactful. Let's look at a concrete example of this. Imagine your topic is improving the university library. If you are speaking to your classmates, you would likely use casual language. You might focus on issues that directly affect them, like the need for better Wi-Fi or more study spaces. Your appeal would be based on shared student experiences. However, if you were presenting the same topic to the Board of Regents, your approach would be entirely different. You would use formal, professional language. Instead of focusing on Wi-Fi, you would emphasize how an improved library enhances the university's reputation and improves student success rates. Your appeal would be to the institution's strategic goals. The core message is the same, but the framing, evidence, and language are adapted to the audience's values. This highlights a key principle: persuasion is not about what you want to say, but about what your audience needs to hear. Beyond the 3 appeals, the specific language you choose can dramatically increase your persuasive power. Here are a few techniques. Strong, active verbs. Instead of saying, "A change was made," say, "We transformed the process." Words like innovate and achieve sound more dynamic and confident. Rhetorical questions. Asking something like, "Are we content with the status quo?" This prompts the audience to think and mentally agree with you. Positive framing. Focus on the benefits. Instead of, "Don't let crime rise," say, "Let's build a safer community." This frames the goal in an optimistic, inspiring way. Analogies and metaphors. These make complex ideas easier to grasp by comparing them to something familiar, like calling a successful team a well-oiled machine. Parallelism. This involves using similar grammatical structures to create rhythm and make a phrase more memorable. The famous quote, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country," is a perfect example of this. These techniques are especially useful in a structured debate, which is an excellent way to practice persuasion. A logically sound argument always has three essential parts. The claim. This is the main point you are trying to prove. A good claim must be specific and debatable. The evidence. These are the facts, statistics, and examples that support your claim. This is the logos of your argument. The warrant. This is the crucial part that is often forgotten. The warrant is the explanation of how your evidence logically supports your claim. It connects the dots for the audience. Remember, without evidence, a claim is just an opinion. And without a warrant, your audience might not understand the connection between your evidence and your claim. Let's see how this structure works in a real example. Imagine a debate on the topic, should ISU implement a university-wide digital learning platform? The claim for the affirmative side would be, ISU should implement a university-wide digital learning platform to enhance student engagement and improve learning outcomes. This is specific and debatable. For evidence, they might present. A recent study found that universities using a unified digital platform reported a 15% increase in student-to-student collaboration and a 10% higher average score on standardized tests. This is factual data. Finally, the warrant connects them. This evidence shows that a centralized platform is not just a tool, but a catalyst for better educational practices. The increase in collaboration and test scores directly demonstrates that such a platform would lead to the improved outcomes we are advocating for. So, let's summarize what we've learned. Effective persuasion isn't about tricking or manipulating people. It is about building a strong, ethical case for your ideas and inspiring others to see things from your perspective. It is a skill that empowers you to be a more confident and influential voice. To do this, remember to build your credibility through ethos. Connect with your audience emotionally through pathos. Support your arguments with logic and evidence through logos. Always know your audience and tailor your message to them. And finally, use powerful language to inspire action. To conclude, this module has given you the foundational tools for both creating persuasive messages and critically analyzing the ones you receive every day. You now have a framework for articulating your position clearly, supporting it with evidence, and connecting with your audience on multiple levels. These skills will serve you well in every aspect of your life, from your academic success to your future career. But remember, persuasion is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with practice. So I encourage you to see every presentation, every class discussion, and even every conversation as an opportunity to refine your craft as a persuasive communicator.